Hi everybody, we are day number 2 at the mining investment event in Quebec City, and I'm very fortunate. I have Joaquín Marias, the Argenta, but you're from
Argenta. I'm from Argentina, and I work for Argenta. It might be confusing sometimes.
And of course, let's keep it all in the same headspace. The precious material you're going after is
Silver.
Silver, which in Spanish is
Plata, but Argentum, it's in Latin. So that's why Argentina is called Argentina, right?
There it is. So we're not just asking mining questions, also general education questions. So tell us about your company. How's it going? What are the projects? I've heard you had some very big investors recently. Got a lot of things going on.
That's correct. That's correct. So this company is very new. It was formed last year. I identified an opportunity in the north of Argentina, which is the third largest undeveloped pure silver project of the country. This opportunity is that the project was available, or somehow the company that hold the project at that moment was running into some financial issues. So the creation of Argenta, it's a consequence of identifying that opportunity. We decided to create a company to acquire the asset. This year we have started some exploration and to put together some basic information and some basic things for what is coming on the future. So when I say the basics, it's building the foundations for a much larger exploration program in the future. So we run this through 2 phases. Phase 1, that it was getting all the information that we inherited, getting all that information into 3D programs, into the computer, and then relogging a lot of core from the project. The project has been drilled historically by the previous owner, and they drilled 100,000 meters.
Okay.
So we relogged 23,000 of those meters. With all that, we targeted different areas that we are testing right now while we are speaking, and those are going to be only 4,000 meters drilling. But again, it's small drilling season, a small drilling campaign, because it's part of this foundation, the basics that we are building for what is coming in the future. So a very new company with a project that is very well known in Argentina. The project was abandoned for 10 years by the previous owner, and now we have it and we are trying to develop this. You spoke about the support that we have in the country. So probably you know the name of Frank Giustra, who is a big supporter of the mining industry in Canada. And in Argentina, we have one of the biggest supporters of the industry as well, who is Eduardo Elsztain. So Frank Giustra from Canada, he's 13.5% shareholder in our company, is the major shareholder. And Eduardo Elsztain, he's a 12.5% shareholder in the company, is the second major shareholder, and he's the biggest, or one of the biggest, real estate owners in the country. He owns agribusinesses, and as I told you, he is also a shareholder of other mining companies in the country. So great support. We have a really good share structure, good support from everybody, and we're very happy what we are doing. So
it sounds amazing, and I was just wondering, how is it working? Well, you have answered. So you're Argentinian company, and you're Argentinian yourself, so you're used to working within that jurisdiction. Is it very different than other countries, or like Canada, or is it just pretty much the same, I would imagine?
Well, look, I always tell this to people, and I will derail myself a bit from mining at this point. But I always tell the people, look, for example, in Canada, if you are having a conversation with somebody and you interrupt the person that is speaking, that's not very well seen by the other person, right? But in Argentina, we interrupt ourselves all the time, right? And that's common. I mean, even if you don't interrupt somebody in Argentina while he's speaking, he will think, well, this person is not paying attention to me, right? So there's a difference, a cultural difference in between not only Canada and Argentina, but between every country. And that's the idiosyncrasy of the country itself. So being from Argentina, knowing how the Argentine culture is, knowing how the people work, knowing the lay of the land, right? and knowing as well how the Canadian or the North American culture is, knowing how the markets work, that's a perfect combination in a person that also has technical background. Mm-hmm. So that was the reason why the board and the major shareholders decided that I was going to be the CEO of this company, because I have different qualities or multiple qualities that are sometimes hard to find in one person. And I have them. There is more people in the world that have those qualities. I'm not the only one, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not the chosen one, you know. But there is more people in the world that have those qualities. But it's rare to find all those together. And there are differences. In Argentina, the pace of working is different. The way that you do business is different. The same with Europe, right? I'm just coming from a conference in Europe, and I have been dealing with investors in Europe, and the way that you communicate things sometimes is different than the way that you communicate things to an American investor, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely always cultural differences, but as long as, you know, we say, and this is very North American, the results will speak volumes of the work, and that's the goal of having a company in mining. Is you're going to get results. That's the idea.
Yep.
Doesn't mean it's always going to be the best results, but you're still, that's where
focused on that.
Exactly. And you're traded on which exchange?
Well, that's a great question. So we start trading as soon as we form the company in the TSX. That's the Toronto Stock Exchange. It's in the Venture Exchange. So TSXV, and our ticker, it's great. You will love it.
Okay.
It's AGAG, so silver. That's the symbol for silver, right?
Yeah,
so
that's brilliant.
AGAG, that's our ticker for the TSXV. We are also trading in the OTC from the US, the open on the counter market on the US, and our ticker there is AGAGF. And then we are also listed in Frankfurt. We recently got listed there. So brilliant. In Frankfurt, our ticker is T1K. So we're in 3 different markets. You can choose.
And why list in Canada? Why list in Canada?
Why we got listed here? Well, first of all, this company, it's a company that was formed within the Fiore Group.
Okay.
Fiore Group, the CEO is Frank Giustra. You know that it covers, it's an umbrella that covers a lot of companies. From the Fiore Group, companies like Wheaton Precious Metal, Endeavor, Goldcorp, all those companies were born in that environment, right? Okay. And many other companies. So this is a company that is coming out from that office. We have the support from Frank, and it makes no more sense than that be trading on the TSX and be listed there.
Awesome. Well, Joaquín, it was a real pleasure talking to you. Eye-opener.
It's been a pleasure.
Awesome.
Muchas gracias.
De nada, fue un placer de encontrarlo.
Muchas gracias también, lo mismo.
So guys, follow this company. Absolutely worth following. Brilliant, good CEO, guy that has a lot of qualities, and he's also a little humble.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
it.
Well, if you made it this far, you must be a real fan, so you better smash that like button, let us know what you think down below, and if you're not subscribed already, do that and turn on that little notification bell so you don't miss a single one of our videos. While you're at it, check out the last one. It was a real good one. And until next time, see ya!